Hey guys, what's going on? Let's do a post-game recap for the Yankees. So, in an unfortunate turn, the Yankees dropped a 4-3 decision in extra innings to the Baltimore Orioles, but the series remains tied 2 games apiece. So they're moving on to Detroit now. It was a frustrating loss because they had multiple opportunities, with multiple guys on base, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. But again, some guys just Clint Frazier got some good wood on the bat. DJ got some good wood on the bat, and Jordan Montgomery for the most part pitched pretty well. But the offense was Trey Mancini got an RBI single, put the Orioles up 1-0, and then Rougned Odor actually got a key base hit in the 5th, put the Yankees up 2-1, and Mancini tied it, scored 2-2, and then they went up 3-2. I don't remember who it was, but then Gleyber Torres came up with a key hit in the 7th inning, the 9th inning actually, to tie the game at 3, which was clutch hit. He needed that hit, to kind of reset him, to kind of get him in a good groove. And Odor keeps coming up with key hits as well, but it remained tied at 3 until the 10th inning. And unfortunately, with the runner on second, there were a couple of sacrifices that you run over, and then a sacrifice fly with a tag up won the game. It was a sacrifice to Hicks. He threw the ball in. They did challenge it because they thought the runner from third left a little early, but it was overruled, so it wasn't challenged. The challenge didn't win, I should say. But all in all, Montgomery was pretty solid. I mean, he got into the 6th, but didn't get through the 6th. He gave up 2 runs. And a couple of hits, had a couple strikeouts. So he was most of all solid, but, it would have been nice to have him to get through 6, but Chad Green came in 2 through dominant innings and struck out 4 or 5 guys. And then Odor came in, and unfortunately, he's the one that gave up the touchdown for a run that the Orioles took a 3-2 lead, and then Gleyber Torres tied it up. And then Roldis Chapman came in the bottom of the 9th and threw a flawless 3-strikeout inning. He is absolutely just pounding people right now. 101, 102 regularly. He got a nasty splitter now. He's the most dominant reliever in baseball. So I hope he continues this rate, and it's really, really good to see. So I'm really looking forward to Zach Britton coming back as well. It looks like he's available to come back May 31st. So he is going to start some more baseball-related activities, some more aggressive baseball activities. Also, additionally, Luis Severino is going to start facing live hitters, and Luke Voigt's going to also start facing live pitching. So, guys are coming back, some key guys as well. And unfortunately, Johnny Loizaga came in 10th, did pitch well, but the problem is, you get a guy on second automatically. You can get 2 outs with 2 sac flies, but that's 2 tag-ups, and it's really no fault of the pitcher, but the team can win. So it does put the reliever at that point at a disadvantage when there's a runner on second. And I've said this in other videos that I think the extra inning rule should be modified. I think there should be a runner on first through the 10th and the 11th, and then anything after the 11th, you move the runner up to second to kind of even things out between the pitchers and the batters. So that's just my opinion. I think a more gradual transition towards second would be a better idea. But I know in the effort to kind of not prolong games and kind of continue things moving and stuff like that, this is one of the things that they've agreed upon. But maybe one day they'll change their position on that, and we'll see. But that's the recap. They're heading to Detroit now. Garrett Cole's going to be on the hill tomorrow. I don't know who he's pitching against, but should be set us up nicely for a good series against the Tigers. And we'll see. Cole's been on fire. He's been the legitimate ace. Again, at least getting some pitchers through more innings now. Montgomery threw 5 and 6. Herman yesterday threw 7. So Kluber before that threw 6 and 2/3. So we're getting more length out of some key guys. So, if we can get Tauchman to the point where he's throwing 5 or 6. And again, him and Kluber are coming back from long-term injuries. So, and Herman was not coming back from injury, but he was definitely rusty the first couple games. You could see him kind of finding his groove now. So, hopefully that continues. He continues on that path, and then I think we'll be in really, really good shape. So, but that's and again, the offense still needs to start clicking a little bit more frequently. Some guys are hitting, some guys are not, and vice versa. But again, I can't emphasize this enough. The Yankees are really lucky to have picked up Rougned Odor because he's been clutch multiple times. And again, they are not paying him a dime. Texas Rangers are picking up all $13 million of his salary this year and next year. So that's a genius move by Brian Cashman, the way that it's working out right now. So Cannot ask for anything more. I know Voigt's going to come back, which is going to create some roster things and stuff like that. But in a corresponding roster move, they did option Mike King out to the alternate site and brought in Wandy Peralta, who was in the trade for Mike Tauchman. So he's up now. So we'll probably see him tomorrow as well. But they've done a good job of preserving the bullpen for the most part over the last couple of days. So that's nice to see. And it gives Chad Green and guys like him and Johnny Lasagna an opportunity to throw multiple innings and not have to do it consecutively, and it gives them more break in between when the starters are giving more length. So, and it leaves room for the power arms in the bullpen. And so, all in all, but again, we're getting Zach Britton back at some point. We're getting Luis Severino back too. So we do have some ammunition coming. I would not necessarily rely on Luis Severino too much. Coming back from Tommy John, you're not really going to know what to expect. But with that said, if you can get to the point where he becomes maybe even a 4-inning guy this year, and he throws 3 or 4 really, really good innings in his way back towards being at full strength. And I personally said he was going to be at full strength at 2022 in terms of pitching full strength. I still remain with that position, and but we'll see. I would love to have him as a 3 or 4 inning guy. As if Kluber doesn't, can't get through, or Tyone, or even one of the starters have a bad game, you bring in a guy like Severino, and you can throw, because he's usually, when he starts, he's usually on fire. Unless he has a bad inning, he's usually super dominant for a couple innings, and then he'll have one terrible inning, so we can get to the point where an arm like that, and he has an electric arm, so that can be a really, really big weapon for the Yankees. But again, I'm curious to see what type of moves they make in the next month or two, or heading up towards the trading deadline as well, which is July 30th, I think, this year. So July 31st. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the recap. I hope you've been watching my trade proposals recently. The most recent one I did was Chicago White Sox, and a bunch of others are in the description below. Tomorrow I'm doing the Boston Red Sox, and I have a doozy of a trade, so you're not going to want to miss it. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss it, and you keep getting notified anytime I put out new videos. I have a bunch more coming for your enjoyment, and please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the videos. But I appreciate all of you. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, so the giveaway is going to be right around the corner. So I will notify you whoever wins the giveaway. So and again, I've said I'll be doing another giveaway at 3,000. So more to watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so, because you put yourself automatically in the running for this giveaway and the next giveaway. So enjoy your night. Talk to you tomorrow.